really gotta get up on my new music, okay? Anyways.
Sorry.
So we got our drinks popped up. I hope you guys are lighting your greenhouse candles.
Yes,
so
God.
good. I hope you are eating your bakehouse cookies and sipping on your barley tea. Of course, mixing your rattlers and having a little fun with Kalik and all these amazing, beautiful flavors that they have. So after the year we have been through, we all need a little inspiration. A little boost, a little yes, girl, to help get us in the frame of mind we need to win the year ahead. And if it's one thing Ewurabena is going to do, she is going to girl you to death. I love her energy. I love her passion. I love her positivity. I love how she rides for Beyonce.
All day, hype all day.
Trust me, if Ewurabena is on your side, you're straight. That's why I want her to sprinkle some happy in our lives and get us excited for our wins and our successes.
Amen.
And triumphs in the new year ahead.
Ewurabena,
my girl.
Bam.
You've been here with us all night. You have seen and heard some of the things we had to say, some of the little emotional moments we got into. A lot of people right now are like just in a space and like, you know, the new year is coming. A lot of people get anxiety, like, what am I gonna do? When am I gonna start? Do I get a new job? Am I gonna lose this weight? Just sprinkle some positivity in our lives and tell us, how do we win the year ahead?
So let me tell you something. I was just explaining to somebody that someone else said this to me, and she was talking about Ronda Rousey, the girl, you know, the fighting girl.
Yeah.
And Ronda Rousey always says, I'm not a do nothing ass bitch. That is my mantra for 2021. You, ma'am, all of the ladies under the sun of my breath, you are not a
and a
doing
guy.
nothing ass
We got
bitch.
guys in
ladies
there.
and gentlemen.
Yes.
You are not a not doing ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is that you have in your brain that you think, you know, this is a good idea. It is a good idea. That's what it is. It is a good idea. Just plan. And that is something that I have had to learn for myself. I literally, like, all my January content is already planned.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
She put the shit.
Listen to me. I bought me a little notebook and I sat down and I went through my little social media calendar and I said, January 1, this is what I'm doing.
Oh, Lord.
January 4th, this is what I'm doing. January 15th, this is what I'm gonna be doing. Plan. Because if you fail to plan,
you plan to fail.
Hallelujah. Come on now.
That's the opposite way.
Jesus. You know the Lord is here.
Yes.
The Spirit is moving. You see what I'm saying? No, but like literally, it sounds very cliche, but write things down. Like it is not real to me if I don't put pen to paper. And a lot of people are like, well, I put it in my iPad or
no, you gotta write.
Write it down. The Bible says.
Write the vision down. Make it
Make
plain.
it plain.
Make it plain.
You know what I'm saying? Jesus wasn't playing when he said it. Like, that is the truth. Write it down. Look at it every day because that is going to remind you. And like, that goes back to something Tap said about your intention, right? It is going to remind you what you set, the goal you set for yourself. And as long as it is written on paper, it is real. It can happen. You know, and I think that's something, especially as Black women, because we are doing so much for everybody else, you got to remind yourself, like, wait a second now. I need to do this for me.
For me, yes.
You know what I'm saying? I need to do this for me. And it might take a while. You might have some hiccups and you will have stress and anxiety, but look at it. Look at the way you've written it down. And when you write it down, be very intentional. Write down every single step. When you're making your plan, like highlight, asterisk the action things that you have to do.
Yes.
And do those things. Chip away at it bit by bit. And I think that is one of the things that is really helpful. If you sit down and you be like, okay, well, I need to start this. Someone said to me today, just take 10 minutes. You can carve out 10 minutes. Carve out your 10 minutes, start what it is you want to do. And by the time your deadline has rolled up on you, you'll be surprised how much you have accomplished. I think that's the thing.
I think though, for a lot of people, like being content creators and people who always in that space, like we are already on, so to speak. What about those people who like, they just can't even get out of their own way to say, make that start? Like, what would you tell them just to say, you know what, like you said, you can do it?
I think this goes back to something that our last speaker was talking about. Bet on yourself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you may see other people doing it and be like, yeah, but they have this and they have this equipment and they have this help and, you know, they doing all this extra stuff and, you know, they're more popular. bet on yourself.
Yes.
Trust that you and your actual abilities, the things that you know you are capable of doing, is going to be enough. Someone is going to like it. Someone is going to respond to it. And I think that is going to help you build your confidence, right? Because a lot of times we shrink because we're like, oh, no one is going to like it. And that goes back to the imposter syndrome thing too. Like, people are always afraid. You're looking for that validation. Validate yourself.
Yes.
Okay? Look at
Yes.
yourself in the mirror and say, you are not a do nothing as me.
I love
Yes.
this quote. I gotta write this down.
You are not a do
Yes.
nothing as, like,
Yeah.
you are capable. You are an authority.
In
I'm
this
an authority.
space.
I'm an authority in this.
I'm gonna
Danny.
write that
And as
on
long
my
as,
Yes.
yes.
girl.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's
as
a
long as you
mantra.
tell yourself that. And the thing is, you don't have to like look at yourself in the mirror and be like, you're not doing that. You're not a do nothing at me. Because I mean, you know,
Like
some of y'all
he's
might
Like he's right.
some of y'all might not be cussers like me. You know what I'm saying? But whatever you tell yourself, whatever it is that's going to
Yeah.
motivate, like self-motivation is a thing. That is
Yes.
a real thing.
Major.
Motivation of self.
Yeah.
You can't wait on someone to say, girl, you're good at this. You should do this. You should do this.
And you know what I think? I think a lot of people look outwardly when they're
yes.
looking for motivation.
Come
like, oh my
on.
God, who is this business
It is you.
coach I could hit up? Who
It
is
is
this
you.
life
No.
coach I could hit up? Who is this coach in general I could hit
Yeah.
It's like, start here.
have-
Like, by the
you
time
have
you reach
to.
that coach, that person, you got to be taking something to them.
Yes. No,
You
and I
can't-
totally
you know what
agree
I mean?
because I think it is important to get mentorship. Like, if you are unsure about it is important to surround yourself with people
Yes.
who are doing things. But it starts with you.
Inside.
Starts with
The,
you.
like MJ said, man in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The man
You-
in the mirror.
Man in the mirror. Like, you literally have to tell yourself, when I don't feel like putting on makeup, I just be like, okay, sis.
Girl, it's the first time I wear heels all year, okay?
Listen
I
to
hope I
me.
don't fall down when I get up.
No, I chose a lower heel for that. I was like,
Block,
because I
honey.
don't
Block.
shame myself
Block heels.
by
Yeah.
falling down.
Yeah.
But like, literally, you have to tell yourself, like, look, there are certain, if I want this, there are certain things I have to do. There are certain plans I have to make, and that really is it. Plan.
Yeah.
And I mean, the plans may not always happen the way you lay them out, you know. But the point is that you have made the effort. God has seen your effort.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
And
has
he will
seen-
add the increase.
And he will add. Come
That's
on.
how it works.
When you start to move, she's just gonna say, "Oh, she's serious."
She's serious.
serious."
Exactly.
I think we've had so much so many examples
Of that,
tonight.
yes.
My story, Tori's story, your story, your
Danny,
story,
yeah.
Danny. Like, everybody has said, you know what? I just made the first move, and everything.
Yeah.
Honestly, y'all, I come from Wilson Track. Like,
Hello.
I used to live in the back of the back of the back of the
I
back.
don't know
of
what
the
that
back.
is.
I don't.
Okay then. And it's like,
I'm
like,
reborn.
you
I don't
know-
know where that's from.
And it's like, you can start from wherever you are and
Yes.
just make that. Like, the minute you make that, my sister who's sitting off, and she could tell you, I've been begging her to leave her job so long. I say,
Listen.
leave it. Leave it.
Yeah.
Go.
Especially if you are.
She won't
especially
go.
if you are unhappy.
Hold on.
If-
Sorry. But then Corona came.
Oh,
and
child.
Corona said, no, I'm going to make you go.
Ooh.
This girl is thriving.
Hello.
Surviving.
Hello.
And making, like making history in this
Yeah.
country right
Honestly,
now.
Auntie, I think that's the beauty of this year. And I'm afraid a lot of people are going to miss
Miss
it.
it.
Yes.
That God allowed us to have this space and time, as Danny said, to rest,
Yes.
to think.
Mhm.
And I think above everything, a big thing that it's been for me, because I think I was one of those persons who grew up where, like, my value comes from my productivity and how much
What
I
you were
do, and
able
a
to-
lot,
right.
a lot of black women are like that. But most importantly, it's not just about hustling and outworking, it's about alignment. Because at the end of the day, once you're aligned, what's for you is not gonna miss you. What's for you, it's not gonna miss
Yeah.
you. What's for me is not gonna miss me. And we need to be, if anything, you can work hard, and hard work, of course, is good and honorable,
Yeah.
but you need to be aligned.
Yes.
You need to be aware of the season of your life that you're in, and move forward in that.
But do you realize, though, that alignment isn't our work? I feel like our lives are already aligned. It's like we just aren't making the steps.
We aren't
Yeah,
tapping
we
in.
aren't- yeah.
We aren't
Exactly.
tuning in. And that, again, that's why it's important what Danny said, to rest.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing all this, I'm a mom, I'm doing this, I'm in this
Can't-
project.
can't-
It's
You
easy to
can't
get
get
caught
on
in the
that
rat race.
frequency
Yes.
with the creator to say, okay, this is what I need to be focused
Yeah.
on, regardless of whatever's doing on Instagram. This is my calling. This is my purpose. This is the audience I should be serving. So tapping into that frequency, aligning yourself to, like you said, the plan
Yeah.
of your life has already
It's
been laid
already
out.
set.
It's already set.
It's
but
just
you
waiting
need
for
to
you
be
to
waiting for
walk
you to
into
walk.
it.
Yes, and
The
make that
gates are
move.
like, see me here,
waiting
but
for
you
you.
going all around the place.
trying
You
to
know?
Adding to that point, I think as creators, it is often difficult for us to embrace others and the spirit of collaboration.
Girl, don't start.
Because listen to me, like, no, but true, because we have
Robin,
this,
why you opening doors,
Mom,
man?
I just feel like
Get
it needed
out,
to be
get
said.
out.
No, seriously, because I think we are so worried about being in competition with the woman next to us, especially for women, and this applies to men too, but especially for women, we always pit against each other. Well, if she doing this, I can't do this because they already, Sis, call sis up and say, hey, hi, hello.
Raise hand
Yes. Be like, hello. I have this idea. Do you want to get
Let me
involved
tell you
or
something.
whatever?
Let me
We
tell you
go.
something about this here event.
Uh-huh.
Tap and I have never really worked together before. I interviewed her for a show before.
Yeah.
Last year, we reconnected at another creators event, and she and I just like connected from
Yeah.
there. Like she and I have never even been like close, cool,
No.
like
Right.
any of that.
Right.
When I was putting this event together, like, who am I gonna get? Like, I don't want to be the only person there running my mouth for 2 hours. Who am I gonna get? Who are the people right now who are in alignment with what I am
Yes.
doing?
Yes.
Who are mimicking or mirroring what I am doing, but in their own spaces?
Yes.
And I say, you know what? I never worked with her before. She and I barely even speak. We barely spoke. Sometimes
But
I think we
you
pass
know-
each other straight. This is some true tea serum here.
Yes.
I think Tap messaged me one time and was like, Anthea, I saw you. You did not hail me. What happened?
I didn't message
That
like
is
that.
such a-
I was legitimately concerned.
Because
I
that's
was
a
like,
very
like,
Tap thing
something.
to
I
do.
do remember that.
That's a very Tap thing.
Wow.
I feel like
'Cause
that is a
care.
very.
Let me tell you something. If I don't care, I will say nothing.
Facts.
Thank you.
When I care, I
But-
I'm like,
people.
are we not friends?
Right,
Like,
right,
something.
But I say that to say she and I never had a relationship. But when I wanted to get my boss on,
Yes.
when I wanted to make sure that this event
Was gonna be
grew,
it,
the
yeah.
people that I knew needed to be here, I was like, hi girl, what's up? Give me your
Yeah.
number. And I called her. I
Yes.
didn't DM her. I
Yes.
didn't WhatsApp her. I called her on the phone and personally invited her to this event. And so you talk about collaboration and stepping out and worrying about competition. She and I aren't competitors.
No,
Yeah.
we're not.
Oh, this is
Say it
this is
again.
something. Yes, because
and I
the
aren't
girl next
competitors.
to you is not your competitor.
No, but people don't get that rap.
You know, but
And
like
my
that
thing
is
is-
one of the things that it frustrates me the most because they be like, oh well, her energy don't
No,
match.
man,
Like,
that's
like,
bull
oh,
caca.
I don't really.
That's bull caca.
That's
At
bull
the end of the
caca.
day, I don't care. If God put all of us on this earth, He has, as
There
he
is
said,
space
He has
for
a
all of
power.
us.
And furthermore, the way I feel about like with our local industry, because our industry is so small.
So small.
Babe, I feel like if Ianthea books a gig, I'm sorry, that's a win for me.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, people are now respecting influencer.
Thank
They're
you.
paying
Yes.
influencer. So I don't look at it as
Let me tell you
competition.
something.
I'm like, yo, we all need to be getting paid and respected. So if another black woman is in the room, that makes it easier for me now to approach
to
that
approach
brand, to do whatever I'm
Let me
doing.
tell you something.
Yeah, but a lot
when
of
I
people don't
tell
see that
you,
way, unfortunately.
I wholeheartedly believe in reaching out to people. I'll be like, so I have this idea.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do. And the thing is, sometimes, because not every relationship is going to work, right? But sometimes you just have to be like, okay, I am prepared to take this risk. And I know that me doing this with this person is going to open a door for someone else.
Yeah.
It is going to inspire someone else. It is going to give someone, I'll be like, yeah, I could do that too,
Yeah, it
You know,
starts
and
to
that's
thing,
really
right?
what it is. And
It
as
starts
long
to
as
trickle
you,
down effect.
As
Exactly.
you said, in every relationship that work out, this is my motto. Guess what? Me and Ianthea don't have to be best friends. We don't have to break
But we
each
can
other's
work.
heads, and we don't even have to work. Do not stand in Ianthea's way.
Yeah.
Do not stand in Rab's way.
Oh, come
okay,
on.
I look at it like humans are like chemicals. Some click, some don't. But do not stand in her
Yeah,
way. If
yeah.
Ianthea's name is brought up, because I do like a lot of social media management behind the scenes. If she's brought up, yeah, she has to stop.
She has to go. Yes.
We don't have to ever be best
Listen to
friends.
me,
I
never
know, and
stop it,
the
but
crazy
do not
part-
stand in
The
another
black
woman's
crab
way.
syndrome.
That's
Yes,
all.
and I think that's
Leave
what
her
happens
be.
a lot because if
Leave her.
sometimes you may get an offer to do something, I'd be like, this ain't really my space.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
here's who can
But
help
here's
you.
who
do
can
it.
help.
Exactly.
Here's who's
Girl,
going to
y'all are
because
sparking
let me-
so much conversation.
Listen.
In the
Listen.
chat, let me just read
Chat.
some. So Kelly says, this is what I've been saying about women in my field. When they win, I will too, baby. That's
Yes.
right, Kelly. Kelly says, and I'm genuine with it. Keandra says, that's it. Say it again, Tap. Thyra said, so good. Shakira says, that's true. Bodine is like, whoo, y'all preaching.
Hello.
True. Kelly says, true Gemini. We just don't speak. Oh,
Yes.
no.
No, but-
I saw a comment from Ryan that I really wanted to get to. Now, Ryan says, it's so easy to align with what you think people want or what is expected. Sometimes what is expected is not for
for you.
Hello.
Now, let me just give you a little plug with Ryan.
Child.
Ryan was the graphic designer who did all of our artwork, our
Oh,
beautiful,
nice.
amazing
Beautiful.
Yes.
artwork. So
Go
follow
Ryan.
him at Ryan Designer Lewis on IG.
Hey, I know him.
You love him?
Yes.
Oh, yay. Hey,
Yes.
Ryan. So
Great
yeah,
one.
I love that he says that sometimes what is expected is not for you.
Listen,
Yeah,
and you
like
have
that.
to know what ain't for you because everything don't.
Saying no is powerful.
Hello,
That's just saying yes.
you know what it is.
Saying
I always
no.
tell people there are people who approach me to do something. I'm like, what you know about me
Yeah,
that
it
made
is
you
you.
feel like I would be the person? You just looking at okay the audience that you think I would be able
Yeah,
to reach for you.
that's- yeah.
But this is not me. I am not the human being. Like a lot of times, child, I cuss a lot.
Me too.
Right? I speak my mind and I'm very free about it. But like there are certain people like, oh yeah, I want you to do something with me. I'm like, you sure?
Yeah.
You didn't do no research on it.
Yeah, like
you
you're reaching
didn't-
out to the wrong
you
person.
reaching out to the wrong person. Now I may know a girl or I may know a guy
Yeah.
who is able to do this for you. But like you really have to know who you are and like the things that you will not do.
Yes.
So going into the new year, then, what would you say would be the top two bits of advice you would give just to kind of get out of your own way, start afresh, and just see the potential in yourself?
Write it down. That's number one. Write it down and then plan it out. Like sit down and think, okay, what will it take for me to execute this? If that means that you need to have a financial conversation with yourself, then have the financial conversation with yourself and be like, can you afford to execute this at the level that you want to do it?
Yeah.
You know, but it starts with writing it down. I said, and no later than today, if I don't write it down, it isn't real. It is just an abstract thought that is out in the universe that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the thing is, when you don't write it down and you don't plan it out, you can wake up one morning and see somebody else with your idea.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then you can be all deep in your
You're
feelings.
I've
Like,
seen
yeah,
so
no,
many
you can be
tweets
mad
about that.
You can be so mad. You'd be like, but I had this idea.
And you
Like,
didn't write it down.
Yeah, but you didn't write it down and you didn't plan.
And you didn't
So now
plan.
someone else have your idea. Now you're mad.
Facts.
You guys, if you have any questions for Ewurabena, any more comments for her, drop them in the chat or use the raise hand. Oh, Alexa said, yeah, there's be big mad. Big mad.
Right. Like
Someone-
no, like me particularly, there was an idea that I had in my, and I slept on it,
Ooh.
and then I saw another influencer who I love, by the way. When she did it, I was like,
But you know what?
how I sleep on my own
Even though
success.
that's a thing, that shouldn't stop you from going after your dream.
Yeah.
Like there's space for everyone.
I agree, but
You
like,
know?
it's just like about the motivation. You know what I think? I mean, like really and truly, there's still space for you to do what you want to do, but I mean, if you're not taking yourself seriously,
Yeah.
if you're not doing the little thing, but like, okay, and that can mean a lot of things. That can mean doing a shoot. That means just having some ideas, some content creator ideas, collaborating. All of those things, like those little steps,
Yeah.
add up to the big picture.
Yeah, I
you know?
agree.
Mhm.
So Bodine says, this is end of a comment, but it says, and people have multiple ideas the same time you do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alexa says she don't own that space. Tahira says.
Tell her again, Alexa.
Tahira says sometimes voice record the idea because hearing yourself speak passionately
Ooh.
helps reconnect you to the concept.
Ooh,
I
that is-
love
that is
that.
good. That is good.
Alexis again says this God space. And Charlie's asking, do you think it's a good idea to share your ideas with people to get their opinion, or should you keep it to yourself until you're ready to bring it to life?
Okay, so that is a very good.
Yes.
So this is my thing, right? You have to surround yourself with people that you know you can trust and you can bounce ideas off of. Because I am a firm believer that, well, I am the kind of person, if I don't say it out loud, like if I don't just announce it, sometimes I just ain't gonna do it. Like I have to put that pressure on myself and be like, okay, well, I announcing that I doing this,
Yeah.
and now I have to stick to that commitment.
I think it depends on the person and the situation.
Yeah, I
At
think
the end of the day, we all know we're creative, whatever, but at the same time, this is a business.
Yes.
So depending on who it is, honestly, you have to handle your boss shit and be business. And I think a lot of women, we want to play nice, we want to whatever, but
Yeah.
like, it, depending on the situation, you may have to look into getting an NDA. You have to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
there are
I
people who are
agree.
unscrupulous. I think at the end of the day, the theme for life for me is balance. When
Yeah.
you're talking
Okay.
about your inner circle,
Yeah,
you
you
have
have to-
people that
you
you
have
bounce
to have
ideas
those
off.
people, yeah.
But you also, when you're handling your business or whatever, like you have to handle that and be careful. And if you're a spiritual person, listening to that
Child,
intuition,
pray.
listening to that voice, exactly. And
Pray.
for me, a big journey for this year has been going to myself first and going to God first, because I'm very sociable with my friends, and I'll be like, oh, what do you think about this? But sometimes you become too reliant on other people, and other people can discourage you, even if they love you and they want you to do well. Their own trauma, their own failures,
Yes,
they
their own
project that
fears.
onto you.
Listen.
And they could discourage you, and you see it. I mean, look at what happened to Joseph. So
Hello.
you have to be careful sometimes and ask for God's guidance, and ask God to send your helpers and send the right people to you
I
who would
literally-
facilitate the right environment
Yeah.
for your seed to grow.
I literally just saw a meme that said, they'd be like,
Sorry?
pray that God sends you your helpers.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
we have a lot of questions coming up in the chat. Monica
Wow.
Ann Vance, who did our virtual photo. I still didn't get my picture.
Where's my
Vera.
picture?
Where's
Yeah,
where's
Can you
our
please
photo?
just give us access to get our photo? It was like little
I
rocks
know,
up.
thank
But let me
you.
get to your question. So it says, what advice would you give to a young lady that is assertive and strong-minded compared to others in your environment?
This is what I'm going to say. People will try to paint you as aggressive. People will try to paint you as difficult.
We've all
You
been
are
painted
not.
that way.
You are
All
not.
of us.
And I
You
care.
are
I
not.
don't give
You
a
are not.
crap.
You are not difficult. You are not overly aggressive. You are confident. You are brave. Those are the, like, and I said this because I had an experience where this little girl came up to me. She was like, my brother tell me I'm bossy and I don't know how I feel about it. You know what I mean? And I was like, sweetie, you're not bossy.
You're the boss.
Yes.
Yes.
You see when things need to be done.
Her.
And you execute, like you do what needs to be. Like sometimes people need to be told what to do,
Yeah.
and you tell them. That is literally what I feel like women have to get over this thing where we have to be nice. I don't have to be nice to you.
But what is
Yeah.
nice? I mean, be cordial, be respectful.
Be
of
respectful,
others,
but you don't gotta be
handle
like
your
it's
business.
not like yes,
And
whatever it
exercise your
is.
boundaries. When
Yes.
you exercise your boundaries,
That's when they
people
start
hate
calling
that.
you names.
That's
People
when they call
hate
you
that.
difficult.
I have a blog on my website that says, don't believe the hype. Not everyone is entitled to your energy.
Period.
Go read that.
Period.
Now, let me get back. Let me get back. So, Bodine is saying definitely an NDA and a non-compete clause in your contract.
Yes.
Keandra says tap, pop, 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 pop. Keithra is asking, how do you approach someone that you want to be your mentor? Who wants
Oh,
Oh.
that's a beautiful question.
Okay,
because
so
you go.
girl, you just slide in their DMs.
That's it.
Yeah. Don't be afraid. Just hit
That's
them
it.
up.
Slide
you know?
in their DMs. Be like, hi, I'm low-key obsessed with you, and I feel like you could teach me a lot of things, and I wanted to. Can we grab coffee? Can I buy you a coffee?
Yeah.
Can I pick your brain a second?
I
You
have
know?
a question.
Yes.
Are y'all mentoring anyone? Because this. I don't have a lot of imposter syndrome, but this is the only. I feel like I'm not equipped.
That is
to
Well,
my
I'm not
mentor
biggest
qualified.
anyone. Yeah,
imposter
like
syndrome
I don't
because
do that.
I wanted to start a coaching course. I've been wanting to do facility, but I'm like, me coach
Yeah,
for
Okay,
what?
so
mentor.
I
I
had
don't know.
people-
I feel like what? No.
Yeah, like what am I going
I
to
Like
tell
I
you?
still have so much more to do. Like how
Yeah.
can I mentor you?
Well, I'm not mentoring anyone specifically, but there are people who reach out to me and be like, I have this question. And I always make myself available. I'll be
Yeah.
like, listen, if you have a question and I can give you an answer, even if we don't work together and do anything, there's always space for me to answer a question. Sometimes you just need clarity.
Yeah.
Be like, you may have a vision in your mind, you just need someone to say, okay, well, maybe don't do this and do this.
Yeah.
That's really all it takes. And those kinds of conversations can change the direction and change the trajectory
Right.
of someone else who is trying to do what you do.
So Alexis, she made a comment. She says, I remember Anthea talked a few weeks ago about building a team and not micromanaging. So you were talking
Oh.
earlier about
I'm not good at that.
about
part.
the NDAs and how to bounce ideas off of people. And my whole thing behind that was, we don't see ourselves as we made it as yet.
Yes.
Who do you think you are? Like, why do you need an assistant? Why do you need a
There's
need
daytime
an
help? What-
management.
And it's like
I
we
need
don't
an
see
assistant.
ourselves there, and so we don't seek the help. And so we end up with my friend who don't even know about blogging. I'm running it by people who don't even know about what you're talking. You're running it by. So you have to see yourself as an authority in that space.
space.
Yeah.
Reach out to other authorities in that space.
Yeah.
Collaborate, work, connect. I wanted to do this event. My husband is a great graphic designer, but he's so busy. How do I get this done? I can't do it. I reached out to Ryan.
Yeah.
He was a part of my team of helping to get this done.
Right.
I was working on another project, and I was like, okay, I think we need like a little filter for this. I reached out to some guy in Turkey.
Listen.
I love it.
Made
Listen,
like
the internet has made the world so
So
small.
small,
There is
yeah, yeah.
nothing that you can't get.
I have been learning that things that don't fall within my lane, I'm gonna delegate that shit.
Yes.
Free me up,
Girl, I love a
Free up,
delegation.
free
Listen,
free up
I
the
don't
head.
feel
Gary's
problem.
way, as far as I'm
Yeah.
I don't feel
concerned.
any type of way that who I
No.
think I am. I know who I am.
First of all, I'd be like,
Yeah.
I know what I can and cannot do.
So Alexis,
I know what I'm good at.
Right. So Alexis is asking, how do you communicate effectively your vision to get the help you need and manage your expectations? How do you communicate effectively your
Boundaries.
vision?
To me, boundaries are
Also,
very important
that.
when communicating your vision as a woman. Because I find in my experience, especially when you work in a creative field, people look at creatives as like,
Yeah.
like we're just having fun, and they don't see the business end of it. So when you're working with someone for the first time, you have to show your boundaries.
Yeah.
You ain't messaging me, WhatsApping me after 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
We ain't sending no voice notes. Let's communicate over email. Keep it as professional as you can, so they realize that you are an authority in this
Serious.
space.
Yes.
You are professional. This is not a joke, and you just keep your professional tone and exercise your boundaries. And if those boundaries are crossed, you communicate that.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's really important because people can get really frenzy with you, especially if they see you post on the internet. Like certain things, you go into meetings and it's like people bring up certain things you post, and it's
Yeah.
like, please realize I'm a
This is work.
businesswoman, and we ain't talking about whatever little sexy picture you see on my Instagram.
Like, stay on my
I am a-
business.
Yeah.
I am a, you in my business? Don't do
Don't do
that.
No,
Don't do
Tat.
that.
No, I think another important thing to remember is that you have to know. And that's why I always tell people to write things down, because you talk to you can talk to yourself through your pen. Like, so like, okay, well, how does this happen? How do I execute this? And as long as you have a direct plan that you are able to refer to, you can explain to people exactly what you need. And then added to that, set your boundaries. Be like, look, these are the deadlines. This is how I hope to
Exactly.
operate
And
in
we
this
aren't friends.
situation.
But if
we
you-
are not like,
but if
I
you
mean, I love you. You're
I
great.
love you, but
I love
thank
you.
you.
But
Yes,
this is
it's
work.
frenzy. It's
But
too,
you have
it's
to
too
see
frenzy.
yourself as a business and operating
Yes.
stuff. If you see
Yes.
yourself as just a person who stringing
doing
along people
things.
to do things, it's never like I literally was like, you know what, this is a business thing that I'm doing.
Yes.
I am planning this event and I am going to send invoices, send
We did all
Yes.
that. It was
I'm
very
go-
professional.
yes, it's
I was
very
like, I'm
Everything
going
was
to do this.
email.
Thank
Yep.
you. I am going
Thank
to do
you.
this professionally,
Very
I agree.
professional.
right? Because I don't want the lines to get all mixed up and
Yes.
crossed.
Yes, because
Yeah.
I don't.
And all
When,
that
because
stuff.
when it's time for me to check you as the person who is responsible
Yes.
for this event, I don't want you looking at me with. So then you told people. No, sir.
Child,
No, ma'am.
listen, let me get to
No,
the
ma'am,
giveaways. Look, y'all, we could preach all the night.
Professional.
Tap, that show you talked about it. I think so.
Yeah,
But
we
anyway,
We gotta have a
We
show,
got-
right?
Hey.
China? Listen to
You
the
heard it
show.
here first, guys. You know, look out for
so
this in
we, you
2021.
guys, I read a lot of the comments and the questions just now, but we're going to get to our last scented man who keeping track of. Anyway, the winner's keeping track of their wins.
Yeah, you know what you win.
Y'all, please hit
So-
me up because we ain't been
What
writing this
happens
out.
if you don't redeem it at a
We-
certain time? It defaults to the
to the
guest,
host,
your
the
co-host.
guest.
Stop, you
Is
stop.
that what happened?
You stop. Y'all bring up my wheel, please. Let's see who's
Pop
going to
will
win
take
our
your
last and final giveaway from Scented Escape. Is Shanae in here? Shanae?
Yeah, I saw her name.
I think I saw her. Is she still here?
Oh! So, okay, Shanae, you
Shanae,
can't
you
win your own
can't
thing.
win your own
You
gift.
can't win your own thing, Shanae.
Could we
We doing this
Shanae,
again.
Could we open your mic? Could we get Shanae on? We could try, but let's spin the wheel again because she can't win her own
Yeah,
thing.
she can't win her own thing. That is just not as close.
Who is going to win? Let's
Okay.
hold on
Wait, hold on.
Oh no!
Oh,
Timia!
Okay, so that's two.
Timia!
That's
Oh,
two.
I shame.
Listen,
That's
this thing
two
trying to
Steve
Steve
Harvey
Harvey
moments.
us.
And-
I don't like the
Shame.
Steve
I am
Harvey
so
thing.
shame.
I don't like the shame.
Oh, Timia, the wheel said you win.
Yeah,
The
so
wheel
sorry,
said
y'all.
you. I'm
Look,
sorry.
but it was in the middle though. Like,
It
that's-
literally was in the middle, but the wheel said, you know,
See,
the wheel said
I feel
Timia.
see, y'all, they can see the screen.
I don't know.
Did they see this?
Oh, boy.
So they can know I lied?
Sip,
Sha.
sips rather.
All right, so we have one more giveaway, you guys, and here we go again with our imposter syndrome. I decided to step out, and I am going to be doing a 30-minute coaching call with whoever wins.
Awesome.
So you
This
don't want to
thing
give
here-
you don't want to
very
give me a
valuable
call and tie it in,
information.
'cause
So
I
we
mean,
talk,
a little
we
something.
talk blogging, branding, whatever y'all want to talk about, Instagramming. So let's spin the wheel and see
And
who
that's like in $1,000 value.
Hello, at
Sweet.
least
who,
Change
who
your life.
minimum.
Oh, I like that price range.
Yeah.
We could go up.
Minimum.
Who wins? Who wins?
Alexis!
Alexis! Yay! So y'all, I
Congratulations.
hope y'all kept track of y'all wins because I did
Because
not.
we
We were a little too litzy up in here.
we was rattling.
Yeah. So let me see what else is happening in this chat, y'all. Could y'all believe that's the end of my program?
No.
Is it over?
No.
We have to.
Let's see. Let me read some of these. You need to stop.
We found love.
What are we
What
gonna
are
do?
we gonna do?
So Danny Rivers
Now
Mitchell
shall we
says,
come
y'all please
with
don't
to
forget to-
the end of the road. Still I can't let go. It's a natural.
You belong to me. I belong
To
to
you.
Oh
Go.
my goodness.
To-
Anyways.
It's the Rattlers. solopreneurs, y'all.
Yeah, Kalik, y'all really hook us up. Danny Rivers Mitchell says, building a team has been one of the challenging things as an entrepreneur. So I had to hire someone to do the hiring for me.
Ooh.
And I don't meet the employee until a month later.
Good.
Ooh.
This has been the best
How's that wall?
process for me.
Okay, let me
That's
tell y'all
some
a story.
trust.
Good.
No,
That
let me
is
tell
some
y'all a-
trust.
Let me tell y'all a story. I'm not good at pitching, right? And I had to make the decision that I need someone else.
You need
to-
to
like I
download
have
an
to-
Anthea book.
That's what I
A
need
book
to do
about that.
because I'm
Send you the link.
bro. But I be feeling like I'm pitching for my life.
Yeah.
And then people be like,
I don't feel like that. I feel like you need me, so you better get with it. That's
no,
what
I legit.
Open my mouth.
That's what I
I legit be like, I feel like I be pitching for my life, and then they be like, oh, and I'm sitting there like, but
I'll
Get that-
send you
get
my
her
book,
book.
Please,
and then
I need
I'll
the
give
book.
you a free
I
30-minute call.
Thank you,
Oh,
because I need
well,
that.
I
Man,
get-
all on that.
I'm
You guys,
working.
this has been such a fun. Did y'all feel like you were at your holiday?
Yeah, this was the
Party?
best holiday party ever.
Well, ain't
The
nobody,
only, I think.
ain't nobody strip on the dance floor, so.
But
Okay,
I think,
I'm gonna
hold on, did
attempt-
she? Hold on, wait.
When the DJ stopped playing music again,
Did she?
I can attempt to do is it called the
Cry
cry baby?
Baby.
I can attempt. If
So-
the ambulance has to be called, y'all the ambulance gets
So I
to be
think,
called.
Danny, did you want to say something to us? Am I seeing correctly?
I think Danny's
I think we
gonna
saw a
offer
hand
us
raised,
a trip
did
to
we?
Barbados.
Let's do that.
Is it that?
Can I go
Danny?
meet Auntie Mia?
I wanna go to
Because
I don't know.
I want to meet Auntie Mia.
Crap over.
I don't know. Ryan
Go.
says this was better than the holiday party.
Hey,
Yeah.
Michael is saying, wow, not the harmony. Someone
Listen,
says,
come on.
Ewurabena-
You caught it. You
Hold on,
caught it.
wait. Corel says Ewurabena could sing for real. Y'all better let
Yes.
us do a selection.
you know
I know
I do
that.
a little song.
Yes.
You know.
Yes,
I do a little
yes. So you guys, I have had such a y'all don't know the sigh of relief I'm taking right now. I am. You see this girl do it? I am so happy.
gotta get
It's
that-
always
yeah,
it's
sweet.
always the humans
Listen,
who can't hold their own.
last year I did not host this event because I was
Right.
pregnant and I was
Okay.
just not
You're
into
just
it.
not about that life.
Our house got flooded in Dory and I just could not do
Oh my
anything. And so
God.
when 2020 came, I was like, am I gonna have this event with COVID? How do we make it work? The Moby
Listen,
group, y'all
come
know
on,
y'all my
Moby.
fam.
Yes.
Round of
Y'all know
applause.
y'all my family from time.
Clap,
Y'all are so helpful. Y'all have made this space so beautiful
Yes.
for us, like this real professional
It's
stuff.
very-
You know what I'm
Y'all
saying? Like
want
it's a
y'all
production
virtual
in these
events?
streets.
Yes.
In case you didn't know.
Y'all, if y'all want y'all virtual events, y'all parties, y'all whatever,
Nice.
hit up the movie because they're going to make you
Thanks.
look like this.
Yeah, I can need
so
the plug.
nice.
I have an idea.
Okay,
in my
so
brain.
thank you
I
once
need the
again to
plug.
all of my sponsors. I have to give you guys just another shout out. Kalik, y'all had us lit
Calyx.
all day. Thank you so much,
Wait,
Michaela.
no, to Vulvas. To Vulvas for the last
I
time.
see Michaela in the
To
chat.
Vulvas.
So
To
thank you
Vulvas.
so much, girl, to the Island Mother for our giveaway, to Simply Natural Skin and Hair for our amazing giveaway prizes, Scented Escape Candle, the Movie Group again, the Greenhouse Bali, and some Bakehouse cookies. Y'all, they're having a pop-up on Saturday. Be sure to order your holiday cookie tins
I
as
can need that
well.
little thing.
Hit them up at bakehouse.bs on Instagram, you guys.
Dear Bakehouse,
Thank you so
I
much.
like chocolate chip.
Ewurabena, stop.
Did you thank Absolute?
I hope, man, I'm trying to do a closing,
you
but
like
they won't let
Absolute?
me.
Did you thank Absolute?
That's already full. What are you
No,
doing?
thank Absolute.
Top it, no,
Right
but
there.
it's always
Thank
the
you,
people
guys.
who can't hold their liquor that always drinking.
Y'all, I'm just trying to get through a closing.
How did you know that?
Thank you guys so much for being here, and hopefully we see y'all next time. Bye. The virtual.
Bye, guys.